Hey, afternoon, people. This is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees, and this is a hive number 301. We have partly cloudy skies today. The temperature is it's not as bad as it's not in the hundreds today. We've got partly cloudy, which we actually have clouds. We have a breeze of about 8 miles an hour. Humidity's down a little bit. It was real high this morning because we got a little bit of rain yesterday, but that's it. So let's take a look at this. We haven't been into this one since it's been a month. 5/17. So we're going to see what they're doing. We know they don't have any food. My hive tool is very hot. Take the feeder ring off. Take their feeder out. A little bit of comb that I put in there when I was working on them last time. Okay, up here in the super or top box, this is the frame that we put in there last time we was in here on 5/17. But now, like I say, they haven't had any nectar. We've been having heat. Y'all watch the videos, y'all can hear me complain. I don't complain. Y'all can hear me talking about that being 114 and stuff. This one here has some nectar and some honey on both sides, like that. Now what we're going to do is push this one over to the, yeah, we can put it back where it was at. But they're not doing a whole lot with this upstairs, because I checkerboard it with a empty one, old one, empty, old, empty, old, empty, old. So this one here is another one of those that they're working on. Put in there 5/17. So I put my leg up on. Yes, and not that beehive over. This is an older one. It has some brood on it. Them larvae. I don't see any eggs, but it does have larvae. The side over here has honey, some brood, cat brood, some larvae. And I don't see any eggs in that one either. That's that side. That's that side. Same thing both sides. This one was put in there on 5/17 also. Hold on just a second. I don't know what I did with my right leg and hip, but the left hip is the one that was broken. This one here was put in there on the 17th too. It has some brood. Couple of queen cups. I don't see any eggs. Queen cups are empty. Yep. Brood is hatching. Same thing on that side. See, that was put in the middle when we did it before. We had a build out frame here and a build out frame here. We put this empty one in the middle. They don't like a spacing in between their brood frames, and they build it out quick. This one has, okay, this one may even have a queen. We have eggs and brood and larvae and honey. Same thing on this side. I don't see no queen. Same thing on both sides. Eggs and larvae and brood. This one was put in there on 5/17. And it has some larvae. No, it don't. It has some nectar. A couple of queen cups that we're going to remove. Don't see any eggs. But we have right here, you have a couple of queen cups. Nothing's in them. We're going to take them out so the bees will finish that up. We have one over here. We're going to put it back in the house. Showed y'all that, didn't I? That's nectar. Okay. And this is an older frame. Oh, my soul. It's got honey and nectar. What you think, people? The other side here is not that full, but that's the frame of honey. When it's capped, that's honey. Now, some people spin all this out, but that's honey. That's not. See, all this down here, this is all nectar, but the bees don't think it's honey yet because they haven't gotten rid of the moisture in it. When they get rid of the moisture, they'll cap it, and then it will be honey. Well, we're going to push all this over. Oh, no bugs either. Y'all seen any bugs? We're going to put this one back in here. Now we could, no we're not. We're going to put that one back in there. We'll come back and give them some pollen, some food, and some water. And I'm going to take this and stick it up here, and then we'll move the camera. That was the thoughts anyway. Okay. Drop this down a little bit. Okay. This one we're going to start on this end, and we're going to sit down. People ask me about the queen cells and stuff. They would cut all those queen cells off and make new splits with it. I used to do that in my younger days when I was at about 60s. When I was younger. But right now, my beating up on my body all my life is commencing to take a little toll on me. This one's put in there 5/17. Got some bees walking. Sit it over here. Bottom looks good. Oh, and that one over there that was looking at had dirty bottom. I did change the bottom, and I didn't change the box, I just changed the bottom. This one has pollen and nectar, little honey. And this side has about the same thing. But yeah, I used to cut all my queen cells out, make splits, cell nukes. Okay, this one they're working on, it has a little pollen in it, and they're festooning right here. That was put in there 517 also. I used to get out here and work on my bees from sun up, sun down. And after sundown, I'd still be making frames or boxes or something, or putting them together. This one has some drones on it. See the little girls hanging on the bottom like that? If you take it, just turn it like that, sideways, and the bees can grab the little things on their feet again. This one has some nectar, some honey, some pollen, a lot of empty space, and drones, which is good. This side here has the same thing. There's a little honey, some drones walking around, some honey over in the corner here to your right. We need to find a queen and some more brood, don't we? These little girls may have went and swarmed on me without telling me. But I keep about, I probably got about 75 hives, give or take a few here at the house. But they're not all hives. I don't consider a hive until the queen has been laying a couple of weeks. She's got brood, capped brood, and still has eggs and larvae. Then I can consider them a hive. Before that, they're just starter hives or starter nukes or whatever. But they're not a hive. And I've got a bunch of them. So when people ask how many hives you have, I don't know. I don't really count them anymore. I don't see how many I can make. I'm just making sure that I still know how to do it. And I'm pretty good at it. And we may have a situation with this one. I haven't seen any queen cells. I haven't seen any eggs. Except those on that other one. We'll go back there in a little bit and look. This is just one that I haven't been into for a while. But it has honey, it has nectar, it has pollen, and it has a bunch of bees. This was put in on 5/7. Sun's getting warm out on my back, people. But that's not that's okay. They're building on that one. I'm not complaining about being hot, because you figure if it was 60 degrees this time of the year, we'd have a real situation. This is South Carolina, and it is summertime. This one got nectar, pollen, nectar, some honey. And some drones. That's what they're doing there. I'm going to put the fat side back up against the wall again. Put these over, try not to squish the bees. We got a clean bottom. Take this little frame, stick it back over here where it was at. And we'll give them some pollen. And they have some pollen, but I don't think they got enough. Kind of weather we're having. There's no, they get pollen from out here, but kind of like vitamins. You eat food, you still take vitamins. Most of us do anyway. And that's what they do. And that pollen helps make good fruit. Make them heavy, fat. So Sam has a problem picking the frames up. The boxes up. Let's go back through this one real quick. Not too quick. That's the frame, which is where you can see. We're going to go back and check those eggs again. Y'all can see. Okay. This one's got honey and nectar on it still. Put my footstool back over here. That's the one that they're building out. This one has some work. There's Queen. There she is. Plus a little heart. Little white queen. Right there. So we good. I don't know why she's not laying any better, other than she didn't have food. If they don't have food now, y'all check back on my swarm hive over there. They didn't have any food in there, and they were cannibalizing their babies and letting them die. Because they couldn't feed them. Queen wasn't laying any more eggs because they couldn't feed them. I'll get them a bigger feeder. That'll have to work for right now. We'll Find one of my cut-off bottles again, because they hold about 1.5 quarts. This one hold about 1 quart. Put them in a little flotation. Take our peppermint patties. Could have put some of those down the bottom too. There we go. That one went to the bottom. Put this one on the top. Get this piece of plastic out. I don't know why they put candy in child safe wrappers. But again, thumbs like I got, I'm doing pretty good. Y'all know about my thumbs. So they got peppermint, they have food. I'm gonna bring them some water back. I will show you the water things too. Okay, that's one of my water containers. And they also fit in my 2 and 3 frame nukes. But that's the bottom off of a Pepsi Cola, big Pepsi Cola. And what I do is I melt my wax, and I completely cover the inside and outside with the wax, and that way put water in it. So they've got water in here. The babies can go get water, and whoever normally brings them water can go out and do their job other than water. So we're gonna put that right there. We'll put some water in it and come back. Y'all have a marvelous day. Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees. Give us a comment, tell us what you think. Thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a marvelous day. We're going to take you on down here just a little bit to the bottom. That's them down there. And that's all the hole I got. Now I might come back too and take that piece of metal off, put a piece of screen on it. But y'all have a wonderful day. Be careful out there. It's getting hot.